Back to the base.
Yo, what's going on? Thinking Game Podcast. Oh, is it Thinking Game? No, that's tomorrow. I'm sorry, y'all. Man, we just for the talk today. It's just conversation about some stuff. Trying to reach out to the people, man, in the trenches, man. We trying to change the mindset, man. But this gonna be just some random stuff we just talk about today. But make sure to tune into the podcast tomorrow. We got me, Pill, and Jay on that thing. No sound effects today. I'm just trying something different in the studio. I'm just sitting in the chair with the mic in front of me, just trying something a little different. But Peel, man, how's the day been going, bro?
Man, work.
Boy, for real.
work.
Yeah, I know it's summertime. It's supposed to rain all next week too.
Tuesday
Or
to
some.
Tuesday.
Ooh, it's
From
gonna be crazy.
Tuesday to Tuesday.
Tuesday to Tuesday. Good night, boy. So the warm up before we get into it, because we're gonna talk about some of the dudes that was in the Folio case. The title today, though, analyzing outcomes to prevent similar outcomes. You have to do this in life if you want to not go down that same path. You agree with that? Or you think
Yeah, I agree with it.
is there a difference between analyzing and judging?
Yeah.
But do
It's,
people get it confused? If you analyze something, they think you're judging it.
they don't get confused. The person that's judging do.
But what if that person's analyzing, but people say he's judging?
When you analyze, you don't say too much about it. Just
That's
analyze.
weird. You
I think.
analyze to get down to the details of things. Like you're looking at the details of how things set up and how did it happen. No different than like analyzing a play, like football play or something. Like how did this happen? Like the receiver, his footwork was good and his
Mhm.
timing of the route and how the things set up. I'm talking about like from that aspect.
Oh,
I look
well,
at things from that aspect, the details of it, not what the person did. I'm saying how does it lead up to that choice to prevent from getting to that choice where you have to make that choice again? Like how do you do that? You know what I'm saying? But
but
that's just me.
yeah,
Hmm?
but like if we speaking on that situation, only one person analyzed it and saw it for what it was. The rest was just like they probably analyzed it, but they wasn't thinking about none of that. Like this, what you signed up for.
Okay. So let's talk about this before we get into it. Just a little warm up. When you think about the whole Jackson 5 situation,
Mhm.
who do you think the real villain was, Joe Jackson or Katherine Jackson? When you
Uh,
just analyze from what we know, as far as what we know, what we saw from the different movie. I didn't see the new one, but I'm just thinking about it. Like you think about the Jackson 5 or how he got
mhm.
up out of Gary and stuff, and
Yeah.
um,
Excuse me. There's no real villain in that situation because if people haven't been to Gary's rough, man.
oh yeah,
Rough,
100%, 100%,
rough, and
yeah.
even the steel mill was popular back then,
Mm-hmm.
and then you also had people that worked at the what's the other one? Not too far from me in Detroit. People. It's steel mill was the biggest thing up there though,
For sure.
but if the kids were bad then, you can only imagine what they was in the 70s, 80s, and 90s
Mm-hmm.
and
Boy,
2000s.
boy.
Like Joe was a real father. Like man, he came from
Oh, yeah.
Arkansas. He came from
I,
Arkansas.
I think when you think about the details of it, I know some people say like they didn't have a childhood. They were saying like how things Michael Jackson dealt with, and I think when you look at the details of it, there are people who deal with those same things
Mhm.
and wasn't driven to do anything.
Yeah, yeah,
And they dealing with and they ain't got nothing really to fall back on.
yeah.
At least he had some. They never worked a real job in their life.
None of them. The whole
Never.
family never
They
had.
never had to
Well,
work at McDonald's, you
he,
know what I'm saying? Work
he,
5 to 9 and come back home and go to school. They never had to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like some people don't. I don't think people understand those little detailed things about life. Like they like bypass a lot of those things. Like, but they had to put in work on the entertainment side. Yes, they did, sure. And he drove them to greatness. But any good coach you think about in sports gonna drive you just as hard as Joe Jackson. You know what I'm saying? If you get around that kind of coach, um, shout
yeah.
out to Al Flanagan, man. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
think
boy.
this, you think
Go
Al was
down.
you think Big Al wasn't getting it right in Parkview? Yeah,
Hey,
right. You know what I'm saying?
look, Coach Flanagan, Coach Lewis. Uh,
Yeah, for sure.
it's so
Oh, for
many.
Henderson, what was the coach for Henderson? Is Lewis?
Yeah, Coach
For
Lewis.
Henderson,
Yeah,
yeah, for
Coach
sure.
Lewis didn't play.
Yeah.
Man, hey, Zay, you gonna have to forgive me for this one. Zay,
We got to get
man,
Zay. I'm about to holler at Zay, man. Send him a message. That's
man,
it. Holler at Zay, man.
I knew Coach wasn't playing. We was in the middle of practice one day. Middle of practice, man. Coach Lewis, he hauled off and sock Zay in the chest. Like, get it together. I was like, oh, he'll do that to his son. We ain't gonna stand a chance. We better get
For
it
sure.
together.
Yeah.
But that's I always salute Coach Lewis because man, he a real one. He wasn't a real one.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people would trade their childhood for the Jackson 5 childhood. They ain't gonna say it out loud, but they will do it though. You know what I'm saying? They will do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, if you grew up in anywhere in Southwest or South Side or East End, a lot of you would trade your childhood probably.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I
Yeah.
said, they never work real jobs, and even if he was that hard on them, you got to realize. Imagine the dudes who dads they didn't have a dad or a dad wasn't hard on them like that.
Mm-hmm.
They probably a lot of people wish they had that kind of
Yeah.
to be driven. Cause even sometimes with shout out to Farrakhan, he talk about man childhood man. It's
Mm-hmm.
sometimes man it ain't what you think it should be all the time. You know what I'm saying? You should be training towards something, and sometimes in modern society, because of how things go, like there's so many single parents, dads not being around. You almost kids' childhood is just them kind of just surviving until they get to a point of being an adult almost, you know what I'm saying? Then you
Yeah.
gotta kind of figure it out. But
Yeah.
like I say, some coaches playing with toys and stuff, and no, you're training for something. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a doctor, you're already like learning stuff about the medical field young. It might not give you the whole gambit of it, but you're starting to
Here's what I
introduce
found.
you to these things, expose you to these things, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like saying like a lot of us would change it. Um, and that goes back to say like you don't appreciate it until you don't have that option.
boy, for real.
Like,
Like I'm pretty sure you like me, we wish we had a father figure or somebody that like would have took us to like our actual real studio. Like this dude hanging around Barry Gordy, like a real studio, like a
yeah.
real studio, not a laptop and a mic that you bought in the that
Hmm.
you got. I'm talking about a real studio, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's and
Yeah.
making beats and learning how to produce like Teddy Rod. That's some cool stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they got a skill that they can use for the rest of their life. You know?
Yeah. And that's
You in the trenches, man, you gotta find the skill. You gotta go look for these things. It's not there all
yeah.
the time, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. And
You gotta find it, you know what I'm saying?
and and shout out to Q Ball
Yeah, shout out to Q Ball, man. Making
and
for sure.
Ferocious, man.
Yeah.
Q Ball and Ferocious, I seen it like from the ground up. Like
Shout out to
we
D Dirt.
yeah. And D Dirt. D Dirt
Yeah.
came, he came from a whole nother town and made his way. He made his name. He made a name before he even knew he had made a name.
That was up.
Cause he had respectable people
Yeah.
that was in the South was like, he good.
Yeah. Yeah. Let us know in the comments though. Who do y'all think was the villain? Do y'all think um, Joe was, or do you think Catherine was? Some people think Catherine was because she just kind of watched it
Mm.
from afar. You know,
Nah,
but
man.
man, I don't know. I think Joe seen something in them, and he knew that he had to cultivate that. Sometimes cultivating it, most kids don't want to do that. You know, right off the rip, you're not gonna be willing to do that, especially from Gary too. You don't
Man.
even see it when you and Gary. You don't even see like you being on TV and stuff. I can only imagine when you and Gary, man.
Look,
Like, man, I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
think I was probably like maybe at 7, 8 years old.
yeah,
Joe, I want to say it was his. It might have been his sister or his auntie.
you talking about Joe Jackson?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. You know how people like that's such and such. Man,
yeah,
she had all the memorabilia, like everything,
I believe it.
and like we had on my family page. It would well, it now not now it was just a regular post that my cousin had posted, but and my other cousin confirmed. I was like, I tried to tell people like she had everything I'm talking about, and she was the candy lady in
Right.
Hamburg.
Wow.
Like, and then like I didn't even know Joe was from Arkansas till like later on. I was like, damn,
It makes sense. 'Cause, boy,
it makes
old
sense,
school Arkansas dudes, man. People don't realize. I'm telling you, them country dudes is no joke, man. Them old school country dudes, man.
man.
Um, I don't think people realize, like, the people that's up north, they don't understand. They really get living in the South
Mm,
how challenging a lot of things you have to navigate and think about. You really can't
yeah.
just really like let your guard down. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm,
have to constantly be on guard. It's almost like you're in the Philly shell. You
yeah.
constantly moving, but then you gotta pick your time to take your shots as well. It's kind of crazy,
Yeah.
man. You
And
know
it,
what I'm saying?
it is
Um,
it, it's really not crazy because like everybody moved up north and to the west and to the east. Like everything that y'all learned, it really came from down south.
I'm talking about though is like living down south day to day, like the stuff you have to
Yeah,
deal with.
y'all,
Like
y'all
you
got
don't think about
pacified.
that.
It was a
Hmm?
pacified.
Yeah,
Y'all
for
was
sure.
pacified.
He said they was pacified. It's funny. It was more covert up north than it was down here. Down here, you know. And then we're gonna move into the real topic. So Lane Kiffin was saying that when he was at Ole Miss, a lot of kids they wouldn't come there because like, hey man, my grandparents say I'm not coming to a school with a
Yep,
rebel flag. It's
yep.
in Ole Miss. I ain't and they
Mhm.
got mad. Like, why are you getting mad for? I mean, y'all sitting there representing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the funny part. Why would you get mad? But if somebody ride by there, I got this big old, I'm
Mm.
talking about a huge rebel flag. Let you know where you at. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's crazy, man. That people tell it it's coming back. You know what I'm saying? They finna come back in a real way. I hope not, but
I don't
people
think
ain't going now though. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. People not going now, man. Um,
it just shows who was raised right, and that's all that matters.
oh,
Like
for sure.
that's all that matters.
Yeah. So when we talking about the Julio Fulio case, when we think about the young bulls involved in that, like how do you think growing up in the South, how does a person get to the point of doing the act of anything of crime or breaking the law? Like how does a person get to that point? Is it a series of events? Is it
Yeah,
just one event?
no, it's definitely serious, but them young bulls, their situation is gonna be different. You
For sure.
know, it's always up in the scope with them. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But
In your
uh,
time though, like when in your time of growing up, like, in our teen years, what do you think? Like how does a person get to that point?
as far as what
Just doing that, like with them, like can
doing,
they justify? They can't justify killing Julio. They can't justify that.
like I say. Like this is what they think.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not saying we agree with it. I'm just saying trying to get people to understand the mindset of when you in the
The,
trenches, like how people get to this point. Like we're not judging them. I'm just trying to get people to
the,
understand like the details,
like,
like things you might not even cross your mind, but when you in the trenches, this
yeah,
stuff cross some people's mind. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They get to that point.
When it cross your mind and you getting ready to do the act, you gotta learn or you gotta know that you gotta accept the consequences that come with it. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't know if dudes analyzing the consequences though.
Not now,
I
but
think
back
even back then, some
now,
dudes,
now they
I
was-
if
they analyze it. It's like, if you're gonna do your time, you're gonna do your time.
for sure. Now,
Yeah.
some things, like say in the hood, they'll say it's hell or jail. Now, it's at their point, it's hell or jail. You know what I'm saying? I seen dudes go there too.
Yeah.
Like if they do certain things, like mess with family or something like that, or mess with
Mhm.
kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
go time. But like when
Yeah.
you talking about like just street beef and people getting killed over street beef, um, what gets a person to that point is like out of over respect, because you disrespectful. Now I gotta, what I'm saying? And sometimes people they test people. Why I don't know, but it's just people out there. They just like testing people. It's like they just like seeing where that line is until they find that line and they lose their life. You know what I'm saying?
Realize
They
and
don't get talked
realize.
about enough.
Yeah,
Hmm?
and realize that you know everybody ain't built for it, and nobody should be built for it.
Right.
Like once you get to thinking about it and doing that, you gotta accept what comes with it. And some
Yeah.
people rather die or ooh, I don't want to say that because I don't want to get flagged.
Oh
Pe-
yeah, I
People
figured.
people
Unalive. Yeah, go ahead.
people rather self sabotage
Yeah,
before they go sit behind some steel cages.
that's true. Yeah,
And and you're a sucker for that. Because if you gonna do it and you thugging like that,
boy.
accept what come with
You got yourself what come with it, man, for sure. And I think even not even the most extreme crime, just doing
it. Mm-hmm.
like robbing people houses. People think that's a harmless crime, but guess what? You
No,
still can get 5 or 10 years for that. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Easy. If you get
Boy,
caught, you know what I'm saying? Easy. You
they're
know what I'm
breaking
saying?
in and you breaking and entering,
Yeah. Hmm.
stealing. You can't
Yeah.
get no job. Anything with that you consider strong arming or anything like that. Anything that deal with stealing, you going down, Bucko.
And I think if would you agree with this? If you're not taught to keep the integrity, even though the situation may not be where you want it, you will get to that point, right? Like if I don't got it, you got it, I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Some
suckers.
people live by that. Like if you got it, I don't. I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Depending on where you live, it happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be walking by and just see something in your car. They think, "Oh man, he got $5 in the gas truck. I'm gonna bust the window out and have him spend $100 for me to get $5 out his ashtray." You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but
yeah.
they don't even probably don't even look at it from that standpoint. But like, yeah, I'm gonna bust this window out, $150 fix to get to this $5 in the ashtray. You know what I'm saying?
And that's one of them things. Like, if you think you just gonna break in somebody's car, and like, that's you petty hustling. You petty.
Well, there's a lot of people that do it, man. You'd be
I
surprised.
know. I ain't
Yeah,
surprised. I know
yeah,
it's people that do it.
yeah.
I know plenty of
And I
people
just
that.
think what makes a person say this is okay to do. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Or do they fight
Cause they ain't got no.
internally like, nah, I don't need to do this. You know
They
what?
ain't
I'm gonna
got no
do this.
money. Like it's tough to
Hmm.
try to tell somebody what to do and what not to do when they ain't got no money. You can work a job, but the job ain't paying enough. Whether you doing good or not. Like,
But
I,
instead of sitting back to think, how can I increase my value? They think, you know what? I'm just gonna break in this car.
yeah,
Breaking cars and stuff.
yeah, but
'Cause I've
and
been
that's
there.
why,
I've been that person and be like, man, this job ain't paying enough. I got to think about what's my next move because I
yeah,
can't do this for another 5, 10 years. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And that's where I always be trying to stress. Like people be so worried about the right now,
Right.
and not thinking about like, yeah, you can be doing bad right now, But
Yeah,
if you do it right and like, cause karma's gonna come back, whether you like it or not.
it
It's
will
gonna
for
come
sure.
back. Like you can't go around doing wrong to everybody else and think you're gonna get blessed about anything. So
So, what do you think? Right now in 2026, after all we know, why do you think dudes still sell dope, especially for a long period of time? Like some dudes, they make the money, but they still like I can't stop. Are they addicted to the money?
now they're just addicted. It's like crack almost. Like you're addicted to it.
You know what I'm saying? The whole lifestyle of selling dope, shit. Yeah, fast
Yeah.
money. You know what I'm saying? And then because I've seen dudes that sold dope so long, they don't know how to do nothing else, and it's hard for them to cope living a regular life.
And
Then
yeah.
they just say, "Forget." Some people get. I've been at this point, but I didn't do that. But you get to the point where you just say, "F it, I don't care no more." That's a dangerous point to be at.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing, whether you're talking to girls, whether you're selling dope, whether you're doing crime, you know what I'm saying? I hear, when you get to that point in your mind where you just say, forget it, I don't care no more, who cares? Yeah, that's a dangerous place to be, you know what I'm saying? That's dangerous.
Yeah.
But I've
they
been there, it's dangerous. You don't care. It's just win at all costs at that point. That ain't
but
you,
that and they really be on goofy time. You hear me?
they do, for sure.
You
On
know,
Google time.
like I ain't gonna like you still salute people, but at the same time, like if you leading these young boys to the early grave,
Oh yeah, not being like true guidance, like yeah.
yeah, like
Some dudes, it's some dudes that get off to crashing people out though. Like I've seen that when I was young. Some dudes they like to crash dudes out. That's their thing. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have enough sense to notice about this person you're dealing with. Like, nah, this dude crazy. This dude on some goofy time. He just like crashing people out. You know what I'm saying? But some dudes though they like. I hate to say this, but it seems like some dudes like to be crashed out too. It's crazy.
yeah,
You know.
that's and that's
Uh,
that's like I'm telling you, like that's the gray area about it.
oh yeah, for sure.
Like some people are just meant to be crash outs. They just meant for it. Like,
Yeah.
and it's crazy to even think like, damn, that's what you meant for.
I would say until you change your mindset, you probably are meant for it until you change your mindset.
No, and
If
I
you
don't
change
think
your
so.
mindset, you don't have to be meant for it. But yeah, but if you don't change your mindset, yeah, the path is for you. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the most easiest paths to go down. This is crash out.
And
You know,
it's yeah, and
it's too easy. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and people don't even realize it that they crashed out
Boy,
because
yeah.
everybody thinking like this is cool.
Some people think they can't crash out because they like a GMC truck. You know, GMC trucks they can take a hit, a couple hits,
Mhm.
but they don't realize you run into a telephone pole. It don't matter what you driving, it's gonna get folded up, and that's kind of how life works. Somebody dudes will crash you out into a telephone pole and wrap you around the telephone pole. Then you realize, you know what, I was crashed out. You know, so
Yeah,
I can be crashed out.
and for for the young and for the young people that's listening, you know what a telephone pole is?
Boy, thick piece
It's
of wood.
it's no,
Man,
no, it's that one when you like, damn, I messed up.
yeah.
I
You
messed
realize
up.
you doing 10 years in the pen, man. You 5 years in, you realize I was crashed out. You know,
And then you be sitting up there like, dude, I'm sorry, Judge.
I'm sorry, Judge. I hate I'm in this situation.
Judge, I'm sorry. And the dude was in there singing like,
I'm sorry. What he said, did I be love hate Nick? Sorry, Brad.
I'm sorry. But
Oh man, I actually see that clip just for minutes ago before we came on here, man. You might have to watch that one.
yeah, I'm sorry.
So before we get into this, if I know the system is unfair, how do I counter this to how do I counter think to succeed? Let's look at this clip real quick. I want to show people this, man, because this dude didn't care, man.
And based on Mr. Gathrigh's age, physical abilities, things like that, do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes with my experience, not only just in classification, but as former warden and even as a jail administrator. He's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat equity, and we will put him out there to work because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration. We have that. So we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them.
I know he wanted to say YNs. He just did YNs. Put these YNs to work. Oh man.
Those
He
said
said the jail is aging. It's like the
the
ONs in their ages. He said we need the we need the young ones to come in there now. That's pretty crazy.
those said sweat equity.
Sweat equity, dog.
Do y'all
It only gets worse after this.
Since they are young and actually can do the work.
And then we talk about life without parole and death row, but for our jurors' education, in Florida, what does a life sentence without parole mean?
Sentence means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number, and when he dies and leaves in a body bag, he will still have that inmate number. An inmate serving life will never, ever get out. There is no parole in the state of Florida, and they're not ever allowed outside the razor wire and the fence of a secure facility.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Oh, I didn't know you had that at the end. It's crazy. So, if you live in Florida, it's important for you to know the laws. You agree? I hope dudes in Florida are listening to what he said. There is no parole in Florida.
You have to listen
He said
to
that
it.
there is no parole.
You have to listen to it.
Yeah.
And when they said that people not being updated with the laws.
No.
Because you used to get life without for drugs.
Yeah.
And you'll get off with less of time for killing somebody. Okay, now go ahead and say what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, not only did he say you're never getting out, but he also said that you come in and you're assigned a number. You don't even have a name no more. As far as society wise, when you die in jail, you don't even go back. Your funeral, you're gonna get buried in the state cemetery in a penitentiary. So you don't even have a decent funeral. You know what I'm saying? You're going to die in there with a number, not your name. You know what I'm saying? Imagine your parents hearing that they're not gonna ever see you outside the walls again. Ever.
This is nothing new.
No, for sure. But I'm trying to. It's like, but it seems like these kids keep doing these crimes like it's something new, like they didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
It just new in Florida, but it's been going down around here.
And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying. If I know, we hear this all the time. The system is unfair. The system's not for us. How do I counter think the system to succeed? Right? How do I avoid getting tangled up in the system?
Like, and that's where, like, it boils down to, like, you can't save everybody, right?
I get it, but I'm just giving people a concept. If you know the system is unfair, it's like people don't like the NBA. I don't like the NBA rules, but if you want to play in the NBA, you want to make millions to make life-changing money, you have to learn how to navigate this system of playing in the NBA. Same way in life. You want to avoid the legal system. How do you counter think and succeed to avoid getting caught in the legal system?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you got the right knowledge and the right thinking about everything. You can't talk to them, and I can't even talk to them half the time. And I've been there and done it. Not as extreme as they do it.
Yeah.
But they'll listen. They'll listen. They will listen.
Yeah.
Like if I can save at least one or two out of 5 or 6, I'm good.
Hey, that's good. If you say 1 or 2, that's good. All we can do is put it out there, man. Just different concepts of thinking. That's all we can do. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't want to listen, hey, I can't. It ain't nothing I can do. I'm just trying to give you something. When people say, "Well, ain't nobody saying nothing," because like we say that too. We're saying something. How do you counter this? Like, if you understood that if you have a gun with a switch on it, automatic fed time, would you put the switch on the gun? Would you even
That-
have a gun if you do not
that's
even
what
don't need
I'm
to have
saying.
one?
Like it's tough trying to explain real life when they just already in it.
And you know what's tougher though? Looking at that kid,
Mhm.
seeing his life, he finna get life without parole. You got to pick what's tougher. You know what I'm saying? Just,
And that was just that situation. So you just imagine the
yeah,
another kid that had to go through that
yeah, for sure.
without even being a big
Think about
profile
the
figure.
kid. Think about the kid in Texas. Don't nobody even talk about that much no more. Told y'all when time go by, it's high profile then, but now who even talk about that anymore? You see what I'm saying? But he in jail probably having to deal with the situation, the totality of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to understand is either one when you behind and your fate is that everybody gonna be talking about it at that time, but 2 or 3 years later, man, they gonna be moving on to the next thing. And it's just you now having to deal with
Yeah.
that time. You gotta walk down that time. You know what
But
I'm saying?
and also like it's gonna come into a place where you have like it might be like 15, 20 years later, they'd be like judge versus state versus what you call it. Like, man,
Yeah.
you see how that system was messed up. It might take some time, but if you don't really think about, the consequences, like
Yeah,
it's
for
some that
sure.
will accept what they have to
Yeah, it is some
have
that
to.
will accept. I've seen that too. Some like, hey, this is the lifestyle I live. I knew that what came with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But that's the minority. The majority of dudes they get caught up and then they try to make up the story like, hey, um, this, that, and this. They don't realize the legal system don't care about this, that, and this.
No,
They don't
okay.
care about your circumstances. They care about if you broke the law. We're gonna use that sweat equity. We need you to put in that work for free, and that's what we need. Come on, we got a place for you. You know.
And that's the legal dope game.
Yeah, 100%. And then what I'm
Like,
saying, how do you counter that? How do you stay
right.
out of that? You know what I'm
Because
saying?
you gotta be able to talk to these kids. Like,
Yeah.
talk to them not from a highly intellectual perspective.
I just talked to some kids and I got the feedback and they said they loved it. I talked to them about my failures from talking to them about the things that I didn't do. They loved it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like I get
But
what you're
it's
saying.
it's it's two different sets.
Hmm?
It's two different sets. Like the ones that you did what you were supposed to do. You helped the ones that was in the in between. Like, should I do it? Those are the ones that are innocent bystanders, or when they like, damn, you shouldn't have been in the car. You shouldn't even been hanging around. That's when you dig a little further deeper. Like, you know what? Let me help the ones that to really why they out here doing it. Why are you doing it? And they would say the same thing that the ones that told you, like, hey man, I appreciate this. And they might be too far deep in the trenches. Like,
So that
that's
goes
when
to
you
our
can,
next question. How
yeah.
can a person overcome their surroundings to break through? Like what you have to do to overcome your surroundings to break through?
What I had to do,
Yeah, what you have to do?
uh, what I had to do to overcome it. I had to go through it. It was
Oh, for sure.
yeah, it was experience for me.
Yeah.
Like as far as the street stuff, like I ain't never cared about it, but I was good at it, certain thing. But that wasn't what I was struggling with. The street stuff I was never struggling with. It was my own personal stuff that I had to deal with.
Right. For sure. I think everybody does have to deal with some personal stuff at some points in their life. Some people just don't talk about it enough, but for sure.
Yeah, but it was always the personal stuff. Like the stuff that I saw, no kids probably should have seen anyway.
For sure.
But in hindsight, the most I would say is like if I had a vision, like how things supposed to be, and I'm doing everything to get to that point. And then it was the adults that didn't see it because they had their own little thing going on.
Right.
That was the biggest struggle. Like I don't ask for much. I didn't ask for much. Kids don't ask for much either. But when it's other 3 or 4 miles of feed, and you know your parents got to worry about the bills. Like you don't worry about like if you're gonna get some new shoes and new clothes. You just accept what comes with it until you get your own. And it's merely what they be going through. A lot of them, like, and you want to talk to your parents, but shit, your parents, like, one might be locked up, one might be still, you know, playing the game,
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
and
For real.
then you got one that's a square, and that's the one that you be like, and that's the one you be like, dang, oh, this is what we gotta do, OG. Hey man, go to work, figure out a trade, go do this. And then and then they break up. You ain't got no guidance after that. But you
Boy,
take a
for
little
real.
piece of the jewels. I ain't saying that's my situation, but some similar to it.
I say the things that I had to overcome, I think is um when you're a teenager, you don't quite know what it's like to understand what it is to be committed, what it is to be consistent, especially from a man's standpoint, what it is to be dependent upon. Like somebody's dependent on you. And
Hmm.
when you're dependent upon, you can't make a lot of mistakes than a person that don't got nobody they're dependent on them. They can kind of
Yeah,
live reckless, I guess.
yeah,
When you realize you can't live reckless, you can't just do what you want to do anymore because people are dependent on you. I had to overcome like the struggle of that. Like, man, I'm just saying for me, I wanted to be reckless a little bit. I wanted to understand like why I don't need to do some things, but when I had to start helping my mom, I had to start moving a different way. You see what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of my homeboys just wasn't on that kind of time yet. And they
yeah,
didn't understand that like y'all get to do things and really uh have their freedom to make those choices. Some stuff I couldn't even do yet. It's like, no, I'm not doing it because I can't even take the risk because the outcome of that, I can't put myself at risk that my mom can't depend on me to help. You know what I'm saying? So overcoming that, going for like learning how to be an adult early. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. Like learning how to sacrifice. No, you can't get the joys because we got to pay these bills. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You like we? What you mean we? You know what I'm saying? When you first do You know what I'm saying? And she ain't asking me. She asking me a little bit, but she more telling me than asking me. You know what I'm saying? But it was the greatest training. Helped me overcome a lot of things when she moved to Malvern, and I was renting the house from her because she didn't cut me no breaks. Like, Negro, where's my rent money at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love it though. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. You know what I'm saying? Because it made me. I had to learning how to be responsible, man. I think a lot of times that transition from being a teenager to an adult, that's a struggle. Learning responsibility, like what real bills look like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some things small, like some people think it is small, but when you become an adult, you have to check the mailbox every day. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do that. I sucked at that. You know what I'm saying? It'd
Yeah.
be a stack of mail and niggas, I ain't checked it in 2 or 3 days. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
Being responsible. Understanding that you got to pay taxes every year on your car. People talking about they want to have 2 or 3 cars. Do you know what the taxes is on having 2 or 3 cars? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Personal property taxes, having to assess every year. You
Yeah.
know, just
And yeah, it's just little stuff like that. You know what I
yeah,
had to
the little
learn?
detail stuff that people don't really talk about enough sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, being an adult, it's those little detailed things that kind of add up to the bigger things. You know what I'm
Like,
saying? Being financially responsible, right?
mm-hmm.
You don't really get it when you're younger because you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the club, I'm gonna spend $30, $50 or whatever. But you don't realize like $50 that could have been like 2 weeks worth of groceries back then. Not now, but back then. You know what I'm saying?
And
Uh,
what I'm about to say is like it's probably like what these kids going through now.
for
Like
sure.
I had to learn at like 7 or 8 years old, real early, that you're gonna feel like a burden. You know what I'm saying? There's no way a kid should feel like that.
Right.
But if you growing up in a household, it's like this person got 4 kids, this person got 3 kids, this person got two, this person had 9 kids, and you don't want to feel like a burden, and you obligated to feed for yourself. Not obligated, but
Yeah, that's how you feel because you feel like a burden. It kind of leads to
yeah,
those other things because you
now
feel like this, and now it
but you
start
are,
leading to other things. You know what I'm saying? Sure.
but you are. You be like, dang,
And that's why
by
I
they
am
by
big
they
on,
choices.
and that's why I'm big on telling, especially my young sisters, really slow down and think about who you talking to, so we can prevent that stuff from repeating. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not fun. Like, even though people say they survived it, it was cool, but it's not normal. That
It's
shouldn't be
not.
normal. It shouldn't be normal. You know what I'm saying?
It's not. Like
Because it's a lot of people that went through that scenario that you're going through, bro.
yeah,
Like, they living in
went
grandma's
through it.
house.
I tell
You
people
know,
all the time. Like
yeah.
that's how. Like that's why I always say it's not what you say, it's just how you say it to
So
people. Not you, but I'm saying like
I know you're
anybody.
not picking on me at all. I know.
Like it's not
I know.
what you say, it's just how you say it, because everybody is not receptive to how people talk. Like, yeah, the world is cruel with whatever, but that person really about to open up to you, and that could be the one that be like, man, he got it or she got it, and they'll talk to you even more. Like we can all have conversations on the surface level,
For sure.
like everybody can, but then there's gonna be ones that won't even have a conversation with you on a surface level,
Who was that? What's
and
that dude
then
name? Oh,
hmm,
somebody said hello. I don't know who that was. Somebody commented was saying hello. I don't know who that was. How to say their name.
yeah, but it's
It's on YouTube. But yeah,
so much
but
deeper. And it's like
And that goes into the next one. Like, how do we start analyzing the results to avoid similar outcomes, right?
Mhm.
Like when you talk about that, you got 3 or 4 families living under one roof.
Mhm.
If we could if we could go back and get the data for the reality part of it, like how
Oh,
many families in the South lived like that, where it's 3 or 4 different families under a grandma roof. You know what I'm saying?
lot of
Um, if you could do a percentage, like you think about 50%, or you think it's less than that?
I live under one roof.
It seemed like it's more than that because I understand what you're
It-
saying. It seemed like it
Yeah,
was about like 60, 70%
yeah,
of people, like
but
3 or 4 different families living
yeah,
under grandma house, even though the house was
yeah,
big enough, but it's still not normal though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But it is normal.
I'm saying it shouldn't be normal though. That's what
No,
I'm
it
saying.
is normal. Like it should be normal,
You said,
especially
all
if
righty
you.
then, bye.
Yeah,
It's funny. My
but if
bad, bro.
yeah, but if you're working, yeah, if you're working, like I saw this stuff. Like I saw it when I was younger, and then when I moved to Texas, I saw it even more, and I was like, oh.
So it's like that. It ain't just like, yeah, it's all around, in the South, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, man, when you got everybody in the house working and the income that was flowing through there, I said, man, everybody got Benzes, Infinities, Suburban, minivans, all at one house. Why? Because everybody was working. The
Is
kids
it
got
financially responsible to get a car of that magnitude and you're not living in your own house? You're living under grandma roof.
if you financing it and stuff like that. No,
I'm talking about
like
the details. I'm just telling you the details of like when I was growing up, I'm looking at the details like why in the world would you buy a $80,000 car and you don't have your own house to live yet with your kids? You know what I'm
no,
saying?
nobody did it, but it was like, man, I saw how it was really done, and I was like, and I just sitting back like, dang,
Because the
it's
thing that the thing that make my heart bleed out is when that happens, your kids are exposed to so many different things now that they shouldn't have to be exposed to because you got 3 or 4 different families and everybody don't raise their kids the same. You see what I'm saying?
like,
Like I said, grandma only got so much energy, you know what I'm saying? At
man,
that point. You know what I'm saying? She can't
yeah,
render
it,
aid to every kid. It's a lot because she not already raised her kids, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's always gonna be like every family gonna have their own little certain situation, but yeah,
But
only
can you tell the difference though, your kids being with you and your wife versus if y'all would have had to raise your kids living in grandma's house with other families though? You can tell the difference though, right?
nah.
I do. I said I can tell the difference.
And the only reason why I say no is because I really was raised to think, and then
You can be
it probably got the best of me because I was really raised like that. But if you growing up in a household that's that's different, the only thing I say is like I wish I would have went to the country a little bit more, but I ain't have access like that.
no, because you can't afford it. Like you can't afford to do those things when you're at a place when I'm not saying you or your family in particular, I'm saying when you make those kind of decisions, you have kids so really fast and you're not set in a career or any kind of job yet, man, it's tough. I'm trying to tell these kids it's tough. I can't even imagine that happening to somebody now. 2026, gas is $4. It's gonna even get higher by the end of the year. It could be what, $4.50 by the end of the year.
Mm.
And then you go grocery shopping.
Yeah.
My God, you put 10 things in the basket, that could be $150. You know what I'm saying?
Easily, you walk through the door, it's $50.
I mean, ramen noodles used to be 10 cents. What a pack of ramen noodles almost 25 cents, 30, 40 cents now for one. I'm talking about for one individual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it just goes. It just goes to show,
Yeah.
bro, like people that got land, man. You gotta start using it. Don't go ahead do this, and the ones that don't got land like that, you might need to take a step back because you see it like
Well, we just talked about it, Phil. You said when you went to Texas, people instead of buying land, people was buying a Mercedes Benz, living in
no, no,
ground.
no, 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 no. Listen. When people was
When the rain started pouring,
when
I
when
grind and made
hold
the
on.
weather change for us.
when what I saw was it was 4 or 5 families,
Right.
and they worked as a unit.
For sure.
Not saying like
And
not saying that they couldn't
in our
afford it.
community, the family that work as a unit though? In our community though.
That's what we got to figure out now.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with you. That's what I'm
Like
saying.
I get it, and I wish people would get it. And I've been saying this stuff. I'm waiting on the world to catch up. Cause this is
So
like I saw this 26 years, 27 years ago, 28 years ago.
my boy Mario, shout out to Mario, man. He said, so how can I sacrifice if my parents don't know that they are sacrificing either?
Yeah.
That's how you got to overcome. Sometimes you're gonna have to do it on your own, man. You got to learn on your own. Sometimes, I know a lot of people, like say, I don't know how far my dad would have went because I said he died when I was young. So it's some things I had to literally learn on my own. Like I had to learn the sacrifice. But my mom used to always tell me about sacrifice. Like, you're gonna have to like not get those Jordans this time because we got to get these bills paid. But to internally learn how to sacrifice, it's an individual thing to learn and accept it and not get frustrated. Because when I first started to do it, I used to get frustrated in the mud. I used to get peed off, you know what I'm saying? But when you realize that eventually you're gonna have to be that as a man, why not learn now? That's how why not learn now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I want to be a husband, I want to be a father. That's part of being a husband and a father. You're gonna have to sacrifice. Unless you're making so much money that you don't even have to do it. But most of the time we don't start out that way. You know what I'm saying? Growing up where we grew up at, you don't start out making, 150,000 or something like that. I'll tell any kid this, and let me know if you agree.
Yep.
If you can bring every 2 weeks, I'm gonna put in the terms for you. Every 2 weeks, if you can bring home about $3,000, if you can get to that number, $3,000 and above every 2 weeks, you can be like comfortable.
No.
You'll have money left over after you pay your bills.
Yeah.
Right? Like you doing good. I'm telling kids, you doing good if you can have $1,000 left after you pay your bills free and clear. You doing good. Good, not great, but you doing good. And I want you to think about how many people when you outside and you driving around and you seeing people, how many people do you think have that much money left over after they pay their bills?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The average person that you see in Walmart, the average person you see in Kroger, how many of them do you see making? I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just asking you, like, it's not easy. You got to get to you kind of got to think about that. Like minimum wage, you're gonna make a lot of sacrifices when you work in minimum wage. A lot of sacrifices. A lot of things you're not gonna be able to get.
Yeah.
And that's just the reality, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mario for that, man. I appreciate that, bro. But yeah, man. I'm with you though with the land and stuff. I think that when you think about today's generation, though, like a lot of people don't even want to just cook ramen noodles. They don't want to stand over the stove and cook ramen noodles, bro. So if they don't want to do that, farming is even, man, that's some work, bro. Like farming is work. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't want to put in that kind of work. I agree with you though. I think that, people should start thinking about that. Cause like sweet potatoes, not making it, like, Big Mama used to make it with the brown sugar, like candy yams, where they give you diabetes. I'm talking about like really cooking sweet potatoes and eating it as a protein source will really help your body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you don't want to put brown sugar in butter all the time because that will mess you up over time. But it sure be good though.
Hey,
Yeah. Cause I mean, for wife, we was on a griddle and I cut up. I made sweet potatoes and ground turkey, and we ate that. And man, when I say man, our bodies just responded to that great. You just felt good. You didn't feel like you was ready to pass out on the couch. You know what I'm saying? You kind of felt like you had some energy to burn. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean,
But yeah, man. But we think about them results, like we gotta start changing what's normal. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, work as a unit. Because a lot of times, I'm gonna tell you from what I saw. A lot of times when people that I saw, many families out of one community, the people who was ahead of their family, they would bring money. They would give just enough money to pay the bills, and then do whatever they want to do with the rest of their money. You see what I'm saying? And you never really get out of that situation because you're not being financially responsible. Instead of putting your money up, well, since my kids over my grandma's house and they kids, we can still go out on Saturday night. And next thing you know, another kid's coming. You know what I'm saying? So, it's the kind of little detail stuff like that, like decision making, you know what I'm saying, has to change. Because when you think about it, man, we think about our Latin people in the Latin community, a lot of them start from zero. But they get in, they come live with a family, and they work their way up where they cutting trees, they doing all kind of stuff. Cutting trees, got the dually, the trailer, the crew cab dually, man, be everybody up in there putting in their work, you know what I'm saying? And,
that's the biggest things you said. It was the work ethic.
yeah. Have we lost some of the work ethic over time through generation? We lost some of the work ethic?
Lost it. Yeah, we lost it to the wrong the
Oh,
wrong
for
stuff.
sure.
Lost to
100%.
the wrong stuff.
We
I
lost
don't
to
know
the
about that.
wrong stuff. Yep.
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
about to
you.
cuss, but
Yeah.
yeah, we lost it to the wrong stuff.
Because like I say, black handyman, I mean, it's almost like endangered species now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too many of them out there that's reliable. You ain't to worry about them shooting them because they trying to break in your house later. They ain't scoping out your house, you know what I'm saying? Instead of
And
fixing the problem, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, and that's one of them things I was saying. Like I wish I would have went to the country a little more
Yeah,
because like I did have an uncle like this dude can fix anything.
for sure.
I mean anything, cars, the house, and he had a dream too.
Right. And I think the tough part about the country towns is if you don't have an economy, man, it's tough, man. Like you
Yeah.
almost have to drive probably 20, 30 minutes to get like a decent job and you driving back.
But
You know what
that's the
I'm saying?
thing. Like he ain't, I don't remember ever working a job. That's just what he did.
Oh, for sure. I know dudes like that too. I got family, yeah, for sure. I know a lot of dudes
Well,
who was like
besides the army.
handyman,
No, he went to the
and,
army.
and,
He went to the
and I
army.
know, oh, he was in the
Yeah,
army.
yeah, he's an army guy.
I know a lot of dudes though who was handyman and they were really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that, like you say, they lost their work ethic to the game, drugs or whatever, or they never really wanted to go to the next level because they just didn't know like how to be a licensed contractor. Man, what I want to do that for? I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
don't realize that's how you get to more money by being licensed. Now you can bid on stuff like real job, like big jobs too,
Yeah.
and still do and help the community too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
Because
and
sometimes the community, it's like it happens in waves. The community can support you, but like now, when gas going up and groceries going up, then that wave gonna start to go down because it was like, man, I know I had you coming over here for everything, but man, I'm gonna have to wait till like next month. You know what I'm saying? It's just how the game go. You know what I'm saying? Because people just
and,
in the community not making that kind of money like that. You know what
uh,
I'm saying?
and not everybody's like You ain't gotta bust nobody head like that.
No, I'm saying it's not even busting
No,
somebody's head. It's just some
I
people don't like. We talked about
Mike,
how
you
much
jump
do
the
you have after you pay your bills? Do you have
Mike,
$1,000? If
Mike,
you
you
only have
jump
$500, you're not gonna be able to
Mike,
do a lot of stuff.
Mike, you jumped the gun too fast.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I know. Ooh, let me drink a little water, cool this down.
Goodness,
Drink a little water,
that is what I was
cool this
saying.
down. I'm passionate, man. You done lit the fire, man.
Yeah, man.
You
I be
want to talk
passionate.
real? Let's talk real. Say you want to talk real?
Hey,
Let's
hey,
talk real.
man. Hey, you gonna be that and you gonna have to hook up them things if I get talking to a real. But but yeah, man. Like only thing I say is like I just hated that my uncles passed away before I got a chance
Mm,
to. Now
I
the
get it.
moment, you
Pick
know,
his
they
brain.
teach stuff. Yeah, they teach
Yeah.
us stuff. But then you get to picking their brain, like, damn, man, damn, huh? Why you had to pass away?
Yeah.
Like,
Because how reliable do you think you gotta have your car have to be to go from Little Rock to Hamburg?
man, all the time.
But I'm just saying, like a lot of times people
Man,
be saying why people don't come back because when you move to Little Rock, if you don't
no,
got your stuff together, your car not reliable enough to go from Little Rock to Hamburg and back. It's not. You know what
no,
I'm saying?
I'm telling you, like that was an easy trip.
But I'm saying how reliable because some people
That was
car
a
is on the string. You know, I'm not
listen,
saying you. I'm just
yeah,
saying
that was an
some people
easy
car.
trip.
If I drive my
I
car
was
down to
so
Hamburg, I'm
easy.
going to blow a head gasket. You know what I'm saying? You
No, that's an easy trip. Like that's an easy trip.
But I'm saying your car has.
If you talk about going to Atlanta and stuff like that,
Yeah.
yeah, that's different. When you have to visit family and stuff in Atlanta, like it's different.
Yeah.
I get it. Shoot,
But
yeah, I get it.
some people, man, just car. I'm telling you something. I live in Southwest. I see some people cars. I've been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just got out of that situation. Some cars, man, is you just
That's
it
why
can
I
get
wish
you to working back home, man. You don't want to go past it because it's gonna cause problems, man. You know what
yeah. I want to,
I'm
hey
saying?
man, I done
Boy,
seen it happen.
suspension. You want to go down there, you trying to go down there, then the suspension mess up. You know what I'm saying? Your struts mess up on the car. And now
Yeah.
when you drive the car, it's just vibrating. It's like, do you want to drive all the way to Hamburg, feeling the vibration, man, of your car? You know what I'm saying? It's tough out here, man. I mean, I'm talking about real life stuff. Like people don't talk about that
Yeah.
detail, their real life stuff. Like, you know what I'm
Like,
saying? If I only
so
got $200 left over from paying bills, if
yeah.
I go to Hamburg, that's $100 in gas. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Now what's the greatest thing?
What's that?
Soon as you think you got some extra money, here go this car trying to act up.
I know, right? I know.
That's
Hey,
what-
believe me, bro. I know, man. Boy,
oh
man,
man, what?
man, wife, she mess with me all the time. I don't know how you able to manage these cars, man, but you sure be doing this. Like, hey, when you trying to save money, avoid the car note, man,
Yeah.
you'll figure it out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look, uh, this is what I learned about the yard business too. I used to wonder why everybody had two of everything.
Yep, yep. Two everything.
Two of
Two
everything.
ladies, two lawnmowers,
Two of everything.
two chainsaws, two hedge
Man, you
trimmers.
gonna need it. You gonna need it.
You
Like
don't need it.
I was like, why they got all this stuff then?
Unless it's
Yeah.
brand new. Unless it's brand new or something. Like you got a warranty, like
No,
you can take it back
no,
to.
no.
'Cause
If I done bought-
some people had them big old Greenway John Deere's, zero turns and stuff.
mm,
And you could take it to them if something happened to get it fixed. You know what I'm saying?
I learned.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
Oh
I
yeah, you
bought
need
some
200
brand
for
new.
it.
I said, they must ringing like a bell.
Man, how much now do it cost to fill up stuff? Now gas is like $4, man.
Man,
Like gas cans and stuff. I know it
man,
sucks, man.
I don't even want to look at it sometimes.
About $30 to fill up a gas can now. It's almost $30, man. Phew.
Gas can, no, I just like soon as I get my gas, like, I
Yeah.
just put it in my tank, the gas can, but one of my mowers got to use premium.
Ooh Woo. Ooh.
So that's a
Now you about
different.
$455 almost.
That's dead a different receipt. That's
Yeah,
$10.
boy.
$10
Ooh.
for two
Ooh.
gallons.
Ooh.
I said, oh,
Ooh.
what old school say? When I came down, uh,
Oh my God. Oh.
for 2 gallons.
Yeah, man. That's tough. Yeah. Whew. Man.
But those that using gas, don't let it get past half. You'll be all right.
You ain't lying. Don't let it get
Be all
past half.
right. Don't let it get past
You still
half.
don't want to go electric yet? You still haven't thought about going
Nah,
electric yet?
no, I ain't doing that. Unless I get that different trailer, because you got to worry about the fire and all this stuff. But
What
yeah,
electric? No, you don't.
yeah, yes you do. Yes
No,
you. Mm-mm.
with them battery power, with the ego, like the battery power ones.
Man, that's all electric, bro. Electricity is different from gas.
That's true. Oh boy, you keep that joker
Electric,
charged up.
electric fire is different from gas.
How would it catch fire though? I'm trying to think. How would it catch fire?
Anything could happen.
I don't
It'd
know.
be a short
I'm just trying
circuit.
to think. How would it go? I don't know.
Like if you had, like if everything is electric and you have one wire that mess up, it'll it's like a straight line.
All right, now I get that because, like, one time when you cut grass, I know I'm bad at it. You let the stuff build up around the around the motors that spin the
Mm-hmm.
blades. You let grass build up if you don't blow it all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and the grass build up around the deck. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I was trying to think about how could that happen, but I see it now.
Yeah. It's like lightning, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That electric zero turn fresh though. The ego, I think it's an ego.
Man, it
That
look
mother's
good, don't it?
fresh.
Though? It
That
look
mother
good.
fresh, but yeah, that mother spent about 4 racks for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That mother-
good.
What about the one with the gas with the propane on the back? Are those pretty cool?
I ain't using it.
It's actually pretty cool. You probably can run that thing for
I
a
don't
minute.
think
Yeah.
I've seen one.
It's there out there. I see a couple. I see it every dude with a trailer. It's like every other truck. You know, what I'm saying out here, they got different mode. I seen one. He had the propane, like one of the bigger John Deere's. He had the propane on there with the no flat tires that don't go flat. It got the little design in there. It's crazy, man. It's all that little crazy stuff out there. I've been seeing a lot of Gravely lawnmowers though here lately though, popping up on dudes' trailers though. I don't know if it's like a Gravely dealer that opened up close by, but I've been seeing a lot of those.
Yeah,
I
that's a
think that's
lot.
like when you go commercial, when you get a Gravely.
Yeah, that's a lot of. It's a lot of work to everything. Like
Oh, 100%. It's a lot of work.
a lot of work, a lot of money.
I think that's another thing you got to overcome, right? Work ethic as a team too, like really developing your work ethic, right? Um, fighting the feeling to be lazy because being lazy is easy. I'm gonna be honest. Being lazy is
man,
so easy. It's
man,
easy to just not do nothing. It's easy, man.
yeah, yeah. Like
Oh
when
boy,
workers, hey, when your workers call in,
boy,
like, hey,
man,
what do you mean? You go work today? I knew I
boy.
shouldn't have paid them.
I know, right?
I know I shouldn't pay them too early. Good.
Is that something about our community too? The work ethic, though, man. Have you noticed there's a lot of older people working at retail jobs instead of younger people?
Hey,
I've been noticing that, man. Like
like anything is plenty.
with the McDonald's, it's like it used to be younger people at the drive-through, but I'm starting to see older people, man. Like
Nothing wrong.
even
Hey,
in the morning, even in the mornings, I'm like, man.
that's normal. Like early morning shift at McDonald's is
It's
more
like
so.
some people that you would think they'd be retired by now. You know what I'm saying? But
Nah, but hey, they might have been retired.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's it. They might actually be retired. They just working enough to not lose it, right? Yeah, to
Hey,
not lose it. Yeah,
they've been getting up early for 30 years.
man, for real.
Might want to go and do something.
Yeah.
And I can eat. So hey, man, like it's a lot to it,
Oh, for sure.
and I wish people would really take into consideration, especially your age, because y'all old as shit. I'm only 27, but uh,
Okay. Keep telling yourself that dream. Selling yourself that dream.
It's sold.
Whatever works for you, that works. You selling yourself. You talking about you don't know what selling a dream is. You selling yourself a dream right now. That's what make it funny.
Yeah, yo, man. But no, but no.
I love getting older, bro. I mean, because like I
Yeah,
said, man, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. In all actuality, man, like nothing's new up under the sun, man. Like we've been there, done that. Now we just in that age now that like people starting to panic a little bit more than but it is what it is. Like the recession ain't nothing new.
No, it ain't nothing new. This is the best time to get more skills and up your value. So when they come back, you can make the moves. The people who don't do that, I've been there. I didn't do that, and then the recession come back. I can't pivot because I didn't get the skills to pivot on. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like in the NBA, right? People that's it used to be a time where you could just shoot threes and you'll be valuable, but now you got to shoot threes and play defense and dribble. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't learn how to do those things, you just shoot threes, you're gonna be out the league. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
What was the dude named Anthony Morrow?
Mhm.
Good 3-point
Damn,
shooter.
I
That's all he
heard.
did was shoot threes for the Thunder. And he ain't do nothing else, but that's what he ain't in the league no more. He was young too, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, boy, I ain't heard that name in a while.
But he was a 3-point specialist, man. That's all he did. He
Yeah,
ain't do nothing else, man.
that's the man.
Out the league, man.
That's where like that that topic is a whole nother different discussion.
I'm saying as far as like increasing your skill level, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. To
In
me,
anything, you gotta increase your skill level. You gotta figure it out.
it was like I thought it was supposed to be natural. Like
What's that?
you was taught that to begin with.
I thought that too, but
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Some
Until
people
you
not taught
realize,
it though.
like,
You don't have
damn, boy,
nobody to
these
teach you.
boy,
Huh?
this until you realize, like, boy, this is the number one player. That boy, poo.
He said that boy poop.
This is no one player. I was talking my boy Zell about a few months back. I said,
Yeah,
boy, yeah, these are no one player. These boys is poo.
right.
Like that's all they got.
Yeah,
Like you can't be 6'6", 6'7", and you just that's all you do. Boy,
man.
you poo.
Yeah. I ain't really play no competition. That's how it be, man. It's dude like that in the league now. You're like, man, like you would think Julius Randle, like, do you ever work on increasing aspects of your game, man? Or you just gonna keep doing the same thing?
I I think he peaked once he was with the Lakers. I think he peaked, and I was like, dang, you straight.
But do you
But
want to
you
do
could have
we
been
ever
better.
do something else in the summer, or do you just like I'm good where I'm at? You know what I'm saying?
I think it was like I'm good where I'm at because it
That's
got him
crazy.
paid.
Yeah.
It got him paid. Like
Yeah, sure. But I'm saying, do you want now? It's like, do you want to be great, get paid, or do you want to have a legacy? Like Kobe, he kept improving on things that he was doing, like Legos, and he had a stack of Lego skills. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's
that
on.
little pivot game he used to do, man, on dudes, and then he just used to add to it. He'll pivot and then he'll do the pump fake and pivot, man. It was crazy, man. It's like I don't know what this dude gonna do to me when I'm holding him. I don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Just
Like
like
that.
Allen Iverson, they took the crossover away from Allen Iverson, and he just
Yeah.
still was beating dudes. But even that crossover was cold. I hate they took it away because that crossover,
But
man, was one of
beat
the best.
everybody. Like
Between that and the killer crossover, man, those were like two of the best moves, man.
mm,
That killer crossover though with Tim Hardaway was cold too when he go between the legs though.
like, and that's why I say like, man, I really watch it, the sports and stuff, like
Yeah.
basketball anyway. But like, man, you can see like what's going on right now. It's like we in that James Harden era where you can do certain things and they just let it go by. And then it's gonna come back to it. And then you
Do
gonna
you
see
do you, do you think James Harden want to win the championship, or you think he's just about getting
no, he
paid?
wouldn't want. No, he wouldn't want. He got paid.
That's
Once
another
they
thing too. He's just about getting paid. I don't think he care about the championship at
once he
all.
got the 250 M,
Ooh, then he got that 100 M's from Adidas or
yeah,
something like that.
yeah, I'm
Over
good.
with. Over with.
400, I'm good.
Woo. Woo.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
and that's why you got players like Anthony Edwards, like what they do trying to do now. Like yeah, like he's gonna be one of the one.
I hated for Anthony Edwards because I'm pretty sure he didn't know Wemby was coming into the league.
Mm-mm.
And I don't think he realized Wemby is for to dominate the league for like a number of years, man.
No,
You're going to have
he's
to
gonna
go
be
through him.
like Wemby is like the Tim
But
Duncan slash Dave
you got to go
Robinson.
through him. You're going to meet him in the playoffs, either
You
them or the
gonna have to
Thunder.
meet him.
You got to go through them or the Thunder, man. It's going to be tough. Because Minnesota don't build teams like the Thunder do or the Spurs do. That's the thing. They get one good player, but they're not putting like Julius Randle is not going to help him win the championship. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to happen.
But
I don't know if it's the pressure. When he get in those pressure situations, he kind of fade a little bit too. Because pressure, I know people don't talk about that enough too. That pressure is a monster. You know what I'm saying? You in a game, elimination game, and you got to perform. And then, you playing against somebody like Wemby, man, you really can't stop this dude if he
I
really want to
always
turn
said
it
it.
on.
I
You know what I'm
always said
saying?
it. Nah, I always said it like no, they
You like Julius Randle when he played for Nick. You said I was
no.
hating on him.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get it confused now.
Man, dude a bum, man. Julius Randle a bum, man.
Nobody's a bum if they in the NBA. I always
Man,
remember
I
that.
don't know about that.
Nobody's
I
a
don't know
bum.
about that. I don't think you listen to
Nobody's
KG and Paul Pierce. I don't think you listen
no.
to KG and Paul Pierce.
Yeah, but nobody's a bum.
There's a bum. Was a
He-
bum. Chandler Parsons was a bum.
Mm.
A
Until you
bum.
play him. Just say you speaking it from a
Man, so
fan perspective.
you saying Chandler Parsons a ball on you right now?
Chandler Parsons will ball on anybody right now. A
Man, get
regular
out of here.
person like
That's why
us,
that's why he's sitting in the
a
studio
regular.
analyzing sports. Because he's
I
a
mean,
bum.
shit. If you done hit the ticket, you cool with it.
He
But
was a
I'm just
bum,
saying,
man.
like I ain't gonna call nobody that made it to the NBA a bum, cause not everybody make. For my
There's some people
team,
playing in the NBA that's a
now for
bum.
my team, yeah, I wouldn't like it. Like I'd be questioning some
So
shit.
you don't think what's his name was a bum? The dude that had I call him the mid-range monster, but dude that came from Chicago, he wasn't a bum.
Ooh,
LA y'all had to pay his salary. They didn't want to play him. What's his name?
Lou Aldane, he was a baller, but he wasn't for us.
He wasn't.
He wasn't. Like if you put him on any other team, he probably would have been straight. But not for the Lakers, like
Why not? Why you think he gonna play for the Lakers?
man. Y'all don't. I know you don't realize that. Like playing for the
Was
Lakers
Smush
is
Parker? Was Smush Parker a bum?
not a bum.
He didn't
He,
want
he
to. You wanted to say yeah. You thought about it for a
no,
bit.
no. But Smush wasn't a bum. He wasn't. Like I can't. Like first of all, he made to the league. Second of all, he did certain things right.
What do
You
you think the
know,
difference between Smush and Swaggy P? What do you think the difference is? Is it confidence? What's the difference between them two?
uh, a big
But he
difference.
did come up under Gilbert, so Gilbert probably really gave dude the confidence. Like being up under Gilbert Arenas, I can't imagine like
Now,
the confidence that rub off on you playing with him. You know
like
what I'm saying?
I
Before he
think
went
it
to
was
Kobe.
like Smush was an introvert,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
and Swagger, he from LA, so he accepted it, even though he just losing, man. That shit ain't cool. Like,
I think what's the name was a byproduct of the system, but I think he was a bum. Andrew Bynum. I don't think he really was good. I think he was just a product of the system because Paul
of
Gasol and
course,
Kobe was there. So the light wasn't really shining on him, so he could just do the dirty work. But Yeah, I don't think dude was
Nah.
really that good, man.
Bynum was good.
That dude was whack, man. It's
I
like Luke
don't know.
Longley. Dude
I
was like
mean,
Luke Longley,
if you
man. That
don't
dude was like Luke Longley, man.
listen, if you don't watch them, that's not your team. You don't
Man,
watch them like the
when
same
Kobe
way.
and them was injured, they tried to feature Andrew Bynum.
And,
Dude was
he's the reason why we won the first one.
no,
Yes,
no.
yes, yes, sir.
Paul
Yes,
Gasol was.
sir.
Paul Gasol
No,
was.
Paul Gasol, he did what he was supposed to do.
He was the reason why y'all won.
Do you hear
Paul
what you're
Gasol
saying?
and Kobe. When they
Do
got
you hear
Paul
what you're
Gasol,
saying?
when they got Paul
Bynum was.
Gasol,
Oh, so it was the second one then.
I
So
thought
it must have been the second one.
Meta World Peace won the second one. Meta World Peace.
No, he
When
hit
they
the
got Meta World
shot.
Peace.
He hit the shot.
But he had the D too. He had the
Man,
cold defense too.
Andrew Bynum he played a major role.
But it was easy for him because he was like the third or fourth option. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Even if
If
it's
you
easy,
he couldn't been
even
like
if
the
it's
second option or the first option. He couldn't have been there.
what's easy for you ain't gonna be easy for everybody else.
Because
What's
when they got
easy for
injured, they
you?
tried to feature him. He wasn't doing nothing, man.
Oh, he got hurt. The second run.
He's a bum.
No.
Can I tell you a secret? I see bums, and they don't even know that they bums. Like on the 6th.
Yeah. Cal, just say you hate the Lakers because I know you don't want to admit it, but just
I
say
like the Lakers. What are you talking about? I
no, you
like
don't.
Magic
No, you
Johnson.
don't.
I like Kobe.
No, you like players. Just
But I
say you
keep it
hate.
real. See, you so biased, you can't even keep it real. You so
No,
biased. It's funny.
you're not keeping it real, bro.
I'm objective. I'm an objective person, bro.
Being objective means what? You're biased.
No, it's not.
It
Objective means
means
you
you're
look at things
biased.
unbiased. You can
You're
see stuff for what it
biased, man.
is.
Being objective means you're
Subjective, when you're
biased.
subjective, that means you're
You
biased.
biased. You
No, I'm not.
biased. If it don't consider
I just
winning,
told you about Anthony Morrow was a bum. You said he wasn't.
he won.
He was a bum.
Cause he made it to the league. I don't think he a bum.
Only thing he never improved his skill.
Yeah.
Once you make it there, okay, you made it there, but what you
That's
gonna maintain
subjective,
it?
right? That's
You have to
subjective.
maintain. You have to maintain
That's
your
subjective,
spot.
right?
What's that?
Cause he didn't do what you want.
No, I'm just saying, just playing in the NBA. He's not in the league no more.
Man, he made it. He made it.
Okay.
Bynum's not a bum.
Okay.
He cashed out. He got what he deserved. Like though wasn't no slouch.
I'm saying he didn't improve his skills. He became
Yeah,
a
but he
slouch.
got hurt. They played him on 2 bum knees, and he still showed up. 2 bum knees,
Bum.
he still showed up.
A bum. So you don't think nobody playing the NBA was a bum?
Mm-mm.
Nah, it's a lot of people playing the NBA.
Yeah, they made it.
That's true.
Now, if they were playing for my team, yeah, I can say like which person like ass. Yeah, I don't like them.
Man, Allen Iverson was on a team full of bums, and they still made the championship.
Like I'm saying, like that one no player wasn't no bum. That was just solidified role players. They just happened to run into the Lakers.
Man, no.
They literally had to run into the Lakers. If they would have played any other team, they would have won. Any other team, I guarantee you. Sacramento, anybody out the West, they would have won.
I think Sacramento. You don't think Sacramento would have beat them?
No
With
sir.
Chris Webber?
No sir.
You don't think so?
No sir.
Who they had that would hold Chris Webber?
Who they? What's my boy from North Carolina?
Who?
Big strong boy.
What?
Yeah.
Man, get out of here, man.
Go back and look at it.
Oh man, here this
Go back
dude
and
go,
look at
man.
it. The boy handled him.
Chris Webber would have cooked dude, man.
Nah, go back and look at it.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Go back and look at it.
But all right, guys, we're pretty ready to get off this thing. We've been on this thing for a minute. I didn't realize we was on here this long.
Oh yeah. Damn. How long has it been?
We've been on here for like an hour and 24, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, we want to talk about that. Analyzing the outcomes to prevent similar outcomes. How do we do that? How do we get over the part of people feel like they're being judged if you want to prevent the cycle? Because I think it keeps the cycle going when people say, don't judge me. No, you need to look at your own actions. Say, how can I do better going forward? That's what I do anyway. But evaluate myself. Like, I got to do better going forward. Like, how can I be a better version next year? You know what I'm saying? Than I am this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, judging and saying certain things, like it's a big difference, but yeah.
I think it's just some people just try to use that to avoid accountability, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because if you're great, you will accept feedback, whether you agree with it or not, and just take it for what it is, and you either can use it or not use it. But as far as just saying somebody judge, I think people use that as a way to dodge,
Yeah.
responsibility or accountability, in my opinion. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I
To
did the
make,
same thing. I'm only saying that because I did the same thing. I used to say the same stuff. But when I really started to embrace responsibility and accountability, it don't even bother me, you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, everybody has done some crazy stuff. It's just whatever realm you was in, whether it's the streets or the women or the corporate world or whatever, everybody's done some crazy stuff. It's just all about now me telling kids that not to go down the same path. Don't go, you don't want these same results. You know what I'm saying?
and that's why I say tomato, tomato.
100%. Some people Little Caesar, some people Pizza Hut, and some people, Papa John's, Which one? Whichever one you are. But with that being said, guys, we for the sign. Make sure to check out the Thinking Game podcast tomorrow. We're gonna talk about some general corporate stuff tomorrow, man. Dealing with the corporate world, man. We're gonna probably talk about some of this stuff tomorrow, man. Just general stuff. So with that being said, like, share, and subscribe. The most consistent podcast in Little Rock, man. We're gonna keep it moving, keep it coming
Arkansas.
out.
Arkansas, across the states,
Okay. Okay.
across the Americas. No, that good
Across the
shit.
Americas. That's funny. Well, all right, guys. With that being said, we'll catch you tomorrow evening. Thanks for watching.